Oh, bro, it's 10 o'clock. We're actually on time.
What's happening?
It's not
Who
in
are you?
2024. It's not happened in 2024.
In our defense, though, we are going to be ramping it up pretty hard here on YouTube, so it's kind of appropriate.
There's some big announcements
saying.
to come. There's some big announcements to come in today's show. Yeah, for sure.
How you doing?
Definitely some interesting things about some very interesting things about. Yeah, I know. But Vinlar is even like, I'm in shock.
Vin, how are you, sir? Welcome to the dark side. Appreciate you, man.
GT Comic Key, welcome. Mighty Mike, oh shit is right. Oh shit is right.
Let's get in the intro, then we can get to some announcements.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Gosh, you'd think like somebody knows how to do that. Who's that? Who's doing
LaCruz?
There we go. Hello from New Mexico. La Cruces, good to see you. Good to see you. Show us the popcorn bucket collection.
You do have quite an extensive popcorn bucket collection now, don't you?
I mean, it's definitely getting better. I got.
Hey, you know what? One of these nights, I was gonna say we should show like a little niche part of our collections on YouTube.
Honestly, that's true. We should get into.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I have acquired a vast amount of photo variants.
Oh yeah.
It's been something. Yeah, that's been something I've been loving lately, and my son's been kind of like, okay, you're not selling that one. You know, it's like the one of the Avengers. I'm like, I know, I'm keeping this. Oh, yeah. I'm like, I know, this thing is sick. Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, I've definitely gotten to a popcorn bucket tick. So, you know, it's definitely one of the things.
The Ghostbusters still has me on FOMO.
The Ghostbusters one's the coolest one I have by far, 100%. Yeah. And if it weren't for TikTok pointing that out to me, I'd be having FOMO about it too. And honestly, dude, I almost bought two. But seriously, they were like $50.
I should have got one.
As soon as my popcorn bill was over $100, I was just like, fuck Theo, no. I was just like, nah. I couldn't help it. I was just like, nah. Tonight's not the day. I'll save it for something else. Like, no, that's not the one.
Smart play, sir. Smart play.
They were like $130. I was like, how much are those things? And it wasn't. They weren't $50, they were $65. I remember. And she goes, 65. I'm like, no.
No, stop it.
No. Like, I'm used to getting hammered at the ticket counter at a movie theater, but not that hard, man. Not that hard. That was new.
Oh, Gabe, hit me up, bro. Well, Carlsbad is kind of in my neck of the woods. California is huge, man. It's like a country.
It is.
I keep trying to tell people. One time somebody hit me up, like, hey, I'm in San Diego. Let's get lunch. I'm like, you're 6 hours away. Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah, people don't really understand sometimes the size of
California is disgustingly huge. Oh, Ariana wants to go right into the.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
Potatoes here, yeah.
We're gonna get to that. Things are about to get a little crazy. Yeah, so we definitely have some announcements, but you know, first before we do, just. You know, out of respect for a person that paid a lot of dues in being influential characters in our lives as children and even as adults, the loss of James Earl Jones today stinks. But a ripe old age too, well into his 90s. But you know,
seemed like a long, pretty good life. I mean, 93 is
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I hope to live as long as that. I really do. I would hope to. But I mean, as
long as I can They'll do
Oh
something.
yeah,
You
but
know?
I mean, he was still making appearances and doing things
Yeah,
here
no,
and
he seemed
there.
pretty. Like Iron Man said, he seemed pretty spry for an older fellow. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but like from Coming to America to Darth Vader, you told me yourself, like, what was your favorite
Oh,
thing with him in there?
he's forever the beast owner from Sandlot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Mufasa.
forget that dude's name, but that's
And,
that's it for me.
and he was one of the bad guys in Conan the Barbarian. Remember when he had
I
like
did
all the
not know that.
feathers on
Yeah.
him? Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, 70 plus years of acting. Wow, wow. It's definitely a loss. So, out of
Yeah.
respect for the characters that he has paid, I just wanted to say that, he's left an indelible mark in my childhood as far as acting goes. And man, he's going to be missed. He was a cool dude.
Oh, and you mentioned it earlier. I have to mention it. It doesn't get mentioned enough. The Lion King. I mean,
Yeah. No,
pretty
it
much killed
doesn't.
it. I mean, yeah.
No. We're gonna work on your word choices one day, Theodore. But yes, no, I agree. Though I agree, it is true. It is true. But no, the world has definitely lost one of the real ones as far as things go, in my opinion. So, in honor of that, much respect out to James. And I know it's hard to start off with a somber note and make pivots, but there's been lots of news, lots of things going on in the comic community and with ourselves and news and all kinds of craziness, all kinds of craziness.
Where would you like to start, sir?
I feel like we should stick to the news. I think our announcement should wait until we've got at least 15 to 20 people in here. Get a couple more kids in the room. Share,
Okay. Yeah, that's
like,
fine.
comment,
That's fine.
subscribe, share with your friends, get a few more people in here, and we can make a pretty big series of announcements actually, in that regard. But yeah, it's between, the whole Banana Gate situation with CGC and
Which
whatever.
I just had my first one. I was
Yeah,
just
you told me
saying too.
about
I
that.
didn't have any. I've never had any slabs with any like bends. I've gotten cracked slabs. I've never gotten incorrect label or hairs, but I have gotten the Newton rings. I mean, they didn't label it as a newsstand when it was a newsstand. Stupid little things like that.
Yeah.
This was the first time that I got an actual bend, and it was on an Airboy 3 Dave Stevens in a 9.8. And thank God it did not do any damage to this thing. And I immediately submitted it for a reholder afterwards, which is ironic, guys, because they said they weren't going to be taking reholders for this.
Yeah.
But when I had called them and told them why I'm reholdering this, they said absolutely no problem. Yeah, submit it as a mechanical error. You're good to go. So
Mighty
seems
Mike
like
asked,
PR and customer service need to get on the same page,
No, I get that. Mighty Mike wants to know if we're all moving to comic capsules. I don't know, Vin. Should we? Vin was one of the first guys I know to get some, so I'd have to ask him.
Comic capsule.
Comic capsules were they've been getting sent around a lot lately.
What is it?
Vin was one of the first.
It's the it's like a gator guard.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So I leave it to Vin. Vin would have to tell me if that's what we would be doing in the business going forward.
If I'm not slabbing, it's a Mylite, Gerber, and a top loader.
No, I get it. I want to see what's what first.
That's
I'm a raw guy. I'll do if I want to get fancy with my raws, I'll put a comic clear in it, so I can see the back.
Oh, I mean, when we even do our on-site sales, we sell a shit ton of slabs.
Yeah.
But still 90% of what we're selling is raw books.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I'm looking at a collection that I'm amassing for my own on-site, and there's about 5 boxes of slabs, but there's about 150 of raws.
Oh yeah. No. Agreed. Top loader, hard tops, Legion of Paper. I feel that too. That's definitely that's the way I'll send something that's a big order. Like if somebody buys a couple of.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather use Vince makes great fun. I'd rather use it for more books or to get my lights because my lights are expensive.
Yeah.
But that is like archival type bags. That's honestly, that's what you want to store paper in.
Yeah. In the long term.
That's like what the Library of Congress uses. I mean, you want to use My Lights.
No, I get it. And that's kind of where I would rather be with everything too, ultimately
Which
speaking.
interesting fact. I hope somebody watches this show, for crying out loud. CGC, PSA. I'm gonna have to have a talk with a few people too and tell them this. But did you know the correct way to actually store paper for long term is in between two pieces of glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they do it with like the Library of Congress, like the
Yep.
Constitution, things like that. It amazes me that there isn't a company out there whose inner well is two pieces of glass.
Yeah.
That would make a difference. Whoever does that,
especially when it comes to display only,
you're
I guess
welcome.
because of the breakage concern, right? And the shattering.
Well, then make a case that can't break that inner well. Do a better job.
Yeah.
That would make it the case, right? That would be disgustingly awesome. Anyways.
It would be definitely nice. Yeah.
Oh, it would display so much better. You would never have Newton rings. I mean,
oh yeah,
it would be beautiful.
No, I don't refute. I don't refute. Glass also just looks. You can just look at it and you can tell. You know, it's
well,
glass.
right, and yeah, Mighty Mike. Back to what you're saying. Most of the times, those are already UV protected to begin with.
A lot of them are, especially nowadays. Yeah.
Well, especially for archival purposes. I mean, yeah.
No, yeah, a lot of things out of the British Archive from like, even things older than the Constitution, like the Magna Carta and all the other things out there.
It's in between glass.
It's all between glass.
Yeah, it's in between glass in a dehumidified type chamber environment. Like,
yep.
It's pretty straightforward.
Gorilla Glass should just jump into the market. There we go. Yeah, no, especially like top tier, 100% like top tier ones. Oh yeah, all day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All day. But no, I love Jeff's joke too, where he was at the Halloween town or whatever the hell they are, and he finds a banana costume. It's like they've got CGC costumes here. I was just like, that's a good one, bro. That was a good one. I give him points for his originality. I give him points for it, 100%.
I'm gonna double dog dare that man to wear a banana outfit at the next con, and it says CGC right here.
There you go.
100%. I need it.
Yeah, no more UV. Yeah, dude, I almost had a giant poster of Amazing Fantasy 15. I had it for like a year or two over my window because I just hated the natural light washing me out before I got different lights and a better camera in my room when I was having to do work for COVID. So yeah, I get the blocking out of the window. I just didn't get to do it with something as cool as shelves full of comics like Vin did. Now that's a man with a cave. That he's got his own whole comic book room. 100%. I'm actually kind of jealous of his room too.
Yeah, he does have a whole comic book room.
Yeah. He's got all his toys on the side there. It's nice. It's nice stuff.
Although he has it all nice. I have like a comic book house right now, and it doesn't look nice,
Yeah. I'm sure your wife is just like dying for you to start moving something. She's like, "Have you sold enough room to get the car in yet, Theo?"
In my defense, though, I have been selling a shit ton of books.
Yeah, you have, especially there.
I don't think I've
YouTube.
stopped. Yeah,
not YouTube with
eBay Live's been great. Yeah, eBay Live's been great.
Yeah, 100%.
And don't worry, I'm building something for Instagram. We have something coming up on YouTube. Which, by the way, speaking of YouTube,
yeah, I guess we can do this.
I mean, we're going to be announcing it more and more and more.
So for those that don't know, that I have taken a job with content and production and helping out with things secondary, to some of the things you guys know I do. But I'm going to be making content and doing a lot of stuff with our good friends at Fantast because they're local to me. They're nearby, not like it's California to Michigan. They're close by. And Theo and I have been really trying to find a way to get to do some book sales in the community again. And we've really been wanting to do something different. We've done Instagram. we've done Instagram 7 ways from Sunday, and we're taking that mantra to YouTube, and we're going to start with Fantast, start moving Fantast books. I'd like to be moving them weekly. Weekly sales going forward for a while. Theo's going to be playing MC there over on the computer and yelling.
You guys are going to get sick of looking at me. Trust me. Yeah.
Their terrible bids and everything else. I'm like, come on. And then Phil's going to be over there. But we're going to be using StreamYard. We're going to have a multi-camera setup. We're going to have some for close-ups. We're going to have a camera following around the room. We're going to have one with a full room view. So, and it's going to be a beautiful 4K DSLR stream coming through. So people are going to be able to see things in better detail than they would on Instagram anyways. Instagram is always playing victim to, Wi-Fi and the throttling up and down of everyone's internet. But this is going to be a good
filtering, Hey, I claimed it. Guys, and you've been in these sales. You know how many times somebody says, I claimed it? I'm like, okay, give me the screen. Look at this. Look, I promise you, this is what I have. And it's like, oh, what? On my screen, I'm first. Yo, that is the most annoying thing in an IG claim sale. I'm telling you.
And you don't have to try and look at a book with people's words going all over it too at the same time. So this is going to be a much more kind of opportunity for us. And dare I say, it won't be the only one, I think, coming up in the near distant future, I would say. Wouldn't you? I mean, it's going to be good, guys, because we're going to be doing hosting, but really the fun thing is that we're going to be bringing some on-sites to this. Yeah. There's going to be some pretty crazy stuff going here. We're going to be having our own sales too, so we're just going to be really creating a little bit more of a very regular occurrence on YouTube. And it all starts with, if you look at the description in this, no comic glare, that's not going to be an issue with this bad boy. If you look in the description, there is a form we're asking people to fill out. And what that works for is that allows us to know their username on YouTube, because I can't DM you here, but it lets you know when we move to TikTok, when we're doing things on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever it may be. Please fill out that form, because it's a verified buyer form for us. So if you're putting a bid on YouTube and we don't know your screen name because it's something totally different to what it is on Instagram, we have no way of getting in touch with you. So this is it's going to ask for your email address, any other social media that you'd like us to be able to be reached on. We're going to be going and doing these lives on X. We're going to be doing them on TikTok. We're going to be doing them on YouTube. And we're going to kind of be everywhere the next few months, I think. We're gonna be like we're gonna be like Visa everywhere. Everywhere you want to be. So all the channels, all the apps, just fill that out so that way we can properly get in touch with you. That way we can send you the billing, any questions, and it also has a pull list too. If you've got something that you're looking for, we can then understand what that is, reference it, and hit you up in the DMs, let you know something's coming up for sale. You won't be missing things if you're looking for it. Sound about right?
Seems good to me. I'm ready to fuck shit up.
Oh, dude, there's going to be a lot of fucking this shit up. There's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot.
Language.
We've been quiet too long.
Language.
We've been quiet too long. We've been quiet too long. And it is well overdue. And that's, yeah, alternate feet finder usernames. Hey. That's not for public consumption. Okay. You want to know what those are? Ask Theo in the DMs, okay? Because he's the one who has those.
I got some pretty ratchet feet though, dude. I don't know, man. I'm not too sure I would do well on Feed Finder.
I don't know. I don't like feet. I don't like people not wearing. I don't like bare feet. Bare feet kind of bother me. They freak me out. Gotta have
bare feet bother you. Oh yeah, even at the beach, you gotta have some socks.
Bare feet bother me, man. Like even at the beach, I'm usually that dude wearing sneakers until he gets in the water. That's it. That's it, dude. That's it. Legion of Toes, baby. There you go. Yeah, I'm not a feet dude. I'm not a feet dude. I don't know what it is. I've always had a problem with feet. Like I don't even like to, like, even in those, you know, you're trying to get a move on with the lady and things like that, and it's like the sensual foot massage you see some guys do on TV. Like, I won't touch them. There's like, no.
You're like, get that away from me.
You shoulders, neck, back, anything, you know, feet, I'm out. I don't know why. Socks and flip-flops. I am a dad, but, you know, it's more like socks and Tevas. It's more like that. Depends on the price point. I guess that's true. Depends on the price point. But no, I think
a lot of good stuff to come, though, guys. A lot of good stuff to come.
That's going to be mainly here on YouTube, at least for the next, you know, 5-6 months. I'd say we're going to be really focusing on some things here because we want to try something different too. You know, a lot of people just kind of go easy with webcams and phones and things of that nature, but we've got some opportunities to try and do things at a little bit of a higher level. And we also have a friend that's willing to test the waters with us in Fantast, right? You know, a lot of other people.
There's a couple, by the way, it'll be a surprise, but there are a couple other people that will be joining the YouTube hosting. And I'm still working out the details on doing on-sites with those people.
Well, I mean,
but it's looking promising.
It goes without saying, you know, if we start, it happens. This is kind of what happened the first time. It actually is funny. We started doing these on Instagram with Fantast. That's where the whole thing started. Now that I think about it, the whole thing started with Fantast on Instagram. And look what happened there. So now we're just taking it to a new platform. Yeah, I think it's a good sign, and especially it's a regular sign. There's a lot of stuff coming. There's gonna be a lot of other bigger announcements that we're gonna get to make here on the channel. We're probably gonna have Darren on too. Obviously, Fantast is going to be on YouTube. That's where I'm making a lot of content for them. There are some big announcements coming for some things that are happening in the next few months with Fantast, but I'm going to let the man kind of catch you up on a lot of that information. But it will be breaking here as well. So the good news is,
Legion. This is so Legion. Just to put it in perspective, right now it's would you say it fell twice a week with Darren?
I'm going to be definitely every other Friday. The problem is I've got birthdays and
is it once a week or twice?
So it's definitely going to be once a week, whether it's going to be
once a week
or on site too.
Once a week already is in the books right there. So you guys will have that. And there's only 6 other days. There's only 6 other days in the week, guys. So that's gonna fill up pretty quickly. But it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude. It's gonna be like it's gonna be, honestly, Theo and I love the on-sites because it is brutal. Like I don't
think I've ever seen an on-site done on YouTube. Guys, wait till me and him are together and we figure all this out and then do one on YouTube.
That would be crazy, especially with multicams.
And it's like recorded. There's no lag. We get to watch it again on YouTube. That'll be a sight to see.
That's actually what we should have been doing the whole damn time. But I guess we'll see. But I mean, we love doing them together because honestly, it's definitely more than a one-person job. 100%. Like to do these for days when we do like the big collection scenarios where we're there for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, guys. Despite what you like to think, I do run out of juice. Okay,
dude, but we're sleeping 2, 4, maybe 6 hours at best
on the floor next to a box.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's only a few people have actually, you know, put us up in places. We can count. Usually we're just kind of like spare space, sir, you know, but we're moving things, we're doing stuff, and it is hard work. Like we come home, we crash for days. Like
you guys don't see me for like 3 days after an on-site.
No, it's constant recharge. So this is going to be nice.
We're away from our families too, you know, so
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like, but this is going to be nice recharge for us as well to kind of get a little bit of that for 2 to 4 hours at a time. It's going to be a little bit more like, and now we can step away for 5 minutes to get a drink, use the bathroom, see the family, go to sleep, wake up the next day, rinse, repeat. So it's gonna be a good time. No
And
more
don't worry,
scares.
guys. Don't worry, guys. Once I'm with him, I'll make him stream till his eyeballs bleed.
Oh, it'll
Bueller, how are
happen.
you, sir?
It'll happen. Bueller, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hope you're well, sir. Hope you're well.
But yeah, it's been it's all good stuff. Everything's moving in the right directions, I can say. Looking forward to get some content out there and getting to and I've had fun too. Like, I don't know, some people have seen, I did an interview with Hotkey Comics and got to talk about foreign comics. That was cool and educational. He lives in town here with me, so he's not like far away. So that was easy to just be like, yeah, come on over. We're going to test out a few cameras anyways. And me and the guys got together and did that. But he found me a Star Wars 1 French edition. So this is my first. This is my second now. This is my second.
Show us that thing.
Yeah, it's all French, dude. Les plus grandes space opera de toi les temps. Tous. I don't know. I'm not great. I only took high school French for a year. But yeah,
that's cool though.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me see that. That newsstand direct box. What is in there?
That's
what
Lucas
is that?
Books. Oops, sorry. I don't know. I'm on mirror mode.
That's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I have that, and I have my Salor AF-15 with Gwen and Miles on the front. But obviously that's very recent because it was Gwen and Miles. But it was the first time ever in Turkish and in Turkey. In Turkish. In Arabic.
Is it signed or unsigned?
It's signed.
I was gonna say it's pretty tough to get that unsigned.
Yeah, it's signed. But those are my two. I've got two foreign comics now. I'm learning a little bit about it. It's been interesting. I've
trying to think if I have.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, if you've got anything in pence or in Canadian, anything that
I don't really count those. Come on,
foreign. Well, I mean, it's true though. It is foreign. It's sold in the UK. So
actually, I did recently find some German Walt Disney books.
You did?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Like Gold Key.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to send you a photo of that.
Yeah, dude. Send it. I'd like to see it, dude.
It was funny. I was digging in my garage today. Like, you want to hear the most random assortments? I found a whole run of Sergeant Fury, and then I found a whole run of 10-cent Del Tarzan, like painted covers.
What?
And then I found, just like, this is the collection that I bought a while ago. Remember?
Yeah.
Like when you go and you buy a collection, guys, and you go and like you look through stuff, half of that literally does this. Okay, you focus so much on like big books and key books and like, oh, this is a whole run of Tomb of Dracula, that you totally disregard like a whole box of Sergeant Fury that was there. You know what I mean? Until like the day that you actually go through, you're like, holy shit, this is a whole Silver Age box of Sergeant Fury. These all look freaking very fine or better. Wow, there's 5 issues of issue 20, 5 issues, issue 21. I'm like, how did I pass this?
Man, that's crazy,
it's one of those,
dude.
Well, it's one of those things, right? When you keep going over, and let's say when we're on site, how many times do we go through the same boxes and still the third day I'm pulling or you're pulling a whole short box of stuff? You're like, dude, look at this. Like, where was that? Bro, it's right there.
Where was that? That happens all the time. And usually that's just like, what box was that in?
All the
right
time.
Here. Like, you're like, how did I miss that? I don't know. But thank God we found it.
Yeah.
Or in some cases, an entire room. It was just like, wait, there's boxes in that room. Yeah, back there.
So, right. The collection I picked up recently that had a lot of Mark Jewelers, right?
Oh yeah.
So one of those, I posted to my story. I'll send you a photo. But one of those was a double cover Mark Jeweler.
No shit.
It is. I was looking at the like percentage rates on that. It is like 0.5% of a print run is possible to have that type of a like
Really?
that bonus. Yeah, yeah. And when you look online at like non-key graded books and like a 5, 6.0, they're like $1,000
Wow.
because of how it's like a unicorn with two horns, dude. It's kind of insanity.
Dude, I have not even heard of that. That's crazy. Man.
And when they grade a double cover, they grade the interior cover.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to get a 9.8 on those. So I'm like, dude, these guys are clocking in 1,000, 1,500 on a 6.0. Like, what the hell's going on over here?
Now you know.
Brand, I actually, Tech, you were there last night at eBay Live, bro. I was dishing out some Mark Jewelers on live stream. Dollar starts. I bust one out, and I'm like, oh, this is just a Mark Jeweler. I'm like, no, it's not. Okay, guys, that's mine. I'm like, that's mine. Sorry. They're like, oh,
Sorry,
what?
guys.
I'm like, hey, take another Mark Jeweler. Sue me here.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This one's not for
Sorry,
sale.
I just sold you 15 Mark Jewelers in a row. Get off me, you know?
Isn't a unicorn with two horns a goat? I mean, yeah. You know, or a
Goats
deer.
don't fly. Get out of here.
Hey, K-pop, it's good to see you. Brandon,
K-pop, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. But no, yeah, things like that I couldn't imagine having. That's crazy. You came across that just recently?
I love that niche type. Yeah, actually, you know, here, hold on. No, I don't want to do it because I have to do it like this backwards. It's not going to be on a flat surface. I don't want to.
Oh yeah,
I didn't want to mess with it.
Try and move it right now.
I didn't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with it.
Theo, it took Theo a moment to get it all leveled a moment ago, guys.
But fun fact: out of the 16 longs that were in that collection, which by the way, I reached out to the person that I bought that from because I had to find out that person who owned that was a previous military personnel, and honestly, he had no idea. But out of 16, he had no idea because.
No, I meant like he had no idea if he was previously in the military or he had no idea that he had it and he was in the military.
No, so I bought the collection from somebody who had basically foreclosed on a storage unit. And yeah, so he had no idea who the person. Yeah, so he had no idea who the person.
He wasn't. Okay,
gotcha. Exactly. But out of the 16 longs so far, I was able to recover now 5 short boxes of just Mark Jewelers.
Dude, he had to have been military. That would make sense though too with the storage unit. You know, having to.
It is the largest amount of Mark Jewelers I have ever found. Honestly, I've heard of some people finding like a short box in a collection, maybe 2. I don't think I've heard of this many at once.
That's a lot. It's a lot but then again, you know, I mean, I don't get into the collections the way you have. So I can't say like.
I mean, I've bought in a lot of collections. We've sold a lot of collections,
but I've never come across
a lot of collections. You just don't come across like Mark Jeweler, Mark Jeweler. It's like, oh, here's one. Yeah, like next box. Oh, here's one.
Yeah,
that's how it goes usually. You know.
Legion's got a paper for you, Theo. How do you get better notification about going live on eBay? I always seem to miss you.
So Tech's in the chat. He might be able to help because
Theo doesn't get
different when you're the it's different when you're the seller, not the buyer, right? But I do have the link in my bio. Make sure you save me as a seller, and if you do, you should get an alert when I go live. Now, if you just never get one, I mean, you've been to my shows before, so it's not canceled out to you because I know it's blacked out in certain regions. It's not effectively global. eBay Live is kind of still in beta, by the way. Really? So not everybody can go on eBay Live to even buy.
Oh, that I know. Yeah.
Let alone sell. Like I said, it took me a year. To get on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you save me. So Tech, I think that's kind of confirming. As long as you save me, you should get the alert. But yeah, bookmark, the show that's on there,
or just ask Tech. He stalks Theo all over the place.
Or you can just send me a message. I'll tell you.
I just wanted to give Tech some shit. I haven't gotten to in a minute. But yeah, no, it's been a quiet week, but a good week overall. I mean, obviously today's news earlier today kind of stinks, but overall, the comic community is still reeling over the CGC situation. But honestly, I mean, what are you going to do? Till PSA.
Did you see the Thunderbolts trailer?
I mean, I saw the one from before.
Okay, there's a new one. I don't know. I'm a little excited.
I mean, I'm gonna see
it's something, Yeah,
I'm gonna see it.
I mean, it's no Wolverine, Deadpool, but come on.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of hard to come down from that. Honestly, that's the whole reason I'm afraid to see other things, because it was like,
I mean,
it was like working your way up to the top of the mountain again, and all of a sudden
I've been rewatching I've been rewatching the Infinity Saga with my kids for the past like 3 days.
Oh, nice.
Just because I'm like, I want to watch good stuff right now. I want to watch some good movie. I don't want to watch this stuff right here. Yeah.
You talk about.
But speaking of which, you know what song's been stuck in my head for like a week?
No. What?
When you call my name.
Oh yeah.
And not Madonna's version though, like that symphony version. I don't know why I love it. Anyway.
Yeah,
John Cassidy. Oh, I didn't know that. What?
Yeah.
Same day?
Planetary co-creator died at the age of 52. Just 31
Same
minutes
day?
ago from dude, just now.
Wow.
It was announced 31 minutes ago on Bleeding Cool. Wow. I'm looking at it right now as Tech said that. Cause of death's unknown at this time, but Eisner Award winning artist known for his work on astonishing X-Men, Planetary, and more, revealed that he was admitted to the ICU in New York 4 days ago. Cause of death is unknown, but it was shared. His organs and heart are functioning normally. His brain is. So it's that stinks. But no, I did not know that. I did not know that.
Rihanna, that's a good point right there. That's a great point.
YouTube drama BS with the comic book content creators.
No, not that. The one underneath that. We'll talk about that, but the one underneath that, go watch.
Yeah, right. That's true. That is true. I'll agree with that.
Just go watch Eternals and then watch anything. Yeah.
Well, actually,
so what happened with the YouTube?
I would say Quantumania before that, because at least the Eternals was good looking. It wasn't the worst. It was just kind of.
What happened with the YouTube drama? What happened?
Oh, I think Legion of Paper is just talking about the Sticky Goose and the Swags and the Buellers and the Beyond Wednesdays and everybody seems to be beefing right now. I like our Switzerland position. I like our don't start nothing, won't be nothing kind of mentality. But yeah, it's a lot of.
Well, guess what? There are definitely two sides at every story, so I can't speak in regards to any individual person without having them on the air. But the one thing I can say is that everybody should just chill the fuck out.
Pretty much.
I mean, if that's all you got right now for content and that's working for you, hey, ride that wave right into the tombstone. Okay? Have a great fucking time. But
it's sad.
Some people are just too busy and just honestly too positive to deal with that kind of bullshit. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna lead anywhere good.
No, it's not. It's just
like these people already say in their video. You change your audience, you go into the drama. When you try to get out of the drama, you won't get those clicks and views. You're gonna fall right back into your shitty habits. So
it's a negative, sad place to be. I mean, the world's crazy enough as it is. Why do you need
it's like if those people get off on likes and views, hey man, that just goes to speak on their behalf. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it too, but not enough to
live in
a shithead.
No.
And just go at people, Yeah, no way.
No, I get it 100%. And that's kind of why we don't normally.
But I like that we get along with everybody. Yeah. I mean,
honestly, if anybody did have a problem with us, I mean, more power to them. Have fun with that. It's not going to change my life. It's kind of
call me.
Yeah, I'll look at me. I'm shattered. But you know, you can't make fun of me any more than my entire childhood already did. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, what are you gonna do? Call me fat,
And
call
you
me
and you
ugly,
can't make fun of
bad
me
hair,
because
do like what are you gonna do?
my
You're gonna make me
wife,
feel
you
worse.
know, my wife told me she likes me, so
You pretty much. We got the
that's
people
all
we
I
need.
need.
So yeah. Phil's got enough drama going on with that crazy hair. This is Fraggle Rock hair. Okay. I was a part-time Fraggle. I've been working on this for a long time. Vin,
You know what, guys?
you
I'm gonna
asshole.
match. I'm gonna match this man one of these days. I think next Monday we're not gonna get the hair wet. I'm just gonna come on with a big old foo-fa-doo. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna cut it. I was just like, was this
Whoa.
Don't you
Calm
whoa me.
the fuck down. I am getting a haircut though. Shout out to Man Behind the Red Hood. Going to that man's wedding this upcoming weekend. So you know your boy's got to get a little spoofed up here. You know.
Well, and at the same time too, though, I do remember that this was a potential to go from Wick to Neo, because that's what you often did when you had a child. This is the first
I'm
time
not ready.
you
I'm
have
not
it,
ready.
right? Am I right?
I'm
This
not-
is the
I'm-
first. This is the
I'm
first
just-
kid you haven't shaved.
This
your
is the
head.
first kid I didn't cut my hair. And if he's gonna be mad at me later on, that's fine. I'll throw him an Xbox. He'll get over it.
Just listen, kid. You know how many years it took for me to get this back? It's not that. And once you're in your 30s, it may not come back. Okay, so you
it's gonna
can't
take
risk
a
it.
lot longer to get. You know.
Yeah, you just
It's
can't
just-
risk it. You can't risk it anymore. No, I get it.
I have
There's
to.
a reason
though.
why I
Well, 'cause
put it
I
up.
donated it every time. It was like something that I did. You know.
Oh, well, I mean, that's good. I applaud that, but still,
Yeah. Hey, right now there's 3 little girls wearing my hair.
yeah. No, I applaud that. I applaud
I don't know
that.
if they're little anymore, but yeah, at the time they were.
Oh, good Lord.
Goes to a good cause though. Goes to a good cause.
No, it does. It does. It
Yeah,
does. But yeah, I don't
for-
have
for
enough hair to
cancer,
do
I
that
mean.
with. So plus, you know, mine's if I shave it again, I'm probably not going to get it back. So I'm enjoying it while I can. Hence the Fraggle Rock scenario. All right.
We'll start
So,
calling you Mr. Clean. Watch.
they used to call me Cue Ball.
Oh wow, jeez. Let's
Dude,
get
I'm
canceled
pale.
today.
I'm pale and I have a big head. It's just like they'd be like, "What up, Cue Ball?" So, yeah, believe me, we're not going back.
Dad loved his man bun more
looked
than you.
bad.
Hey, you know what? Hey, there you go.
Bad.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
jeez.
You know, the good news was he was the one that the rule could be broken. You know, it was Dad now knew what
Actually,
he was
no,
doing. He didn't
you know
have to
what?
shave his
Screw
head
it.
to get into a mode. He knew what to do this time.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna cut my hair. Dude, we'll just call it a day, dude.
You're not gonna
Right
do
after I changed, get verified, got a nice profile pic. That's it. We'll just
it. Honestly, that would be funny. Now you shave your head.
That
and
would
you
be-
don't
that
look
would be
your
epic, right?
verified pic anymore.
like
He goes
screw
live, you're
you,
like,
Instagram.
No, it's really me, Instagram. It's me.
Make me change my freaking picture.
Yeah. See, guys, did you notice? Did anybody else notice? Theo's verified now. Isn't it cute when they grow up? Right? They get all big and. Oh God.
I am getting
nobody
you.
wants
I
the
look like
haircut.
I look
Need
like
new
I look like a
passport, though.
criminal in my freaking license. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. You do. You bro.
Dude, I look like a damn cartel leader.
It does. It looks like the DEA just rolled up, drug his ass out of bed. Or he
this
was getting,
this was at a time when my
interrogated at
hair was
Abu
like to here. Beard was just stop. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I
I
posted a picture of that one day.
he looked like he was somebody that was captured and put in Abu Ghraib. It was bad. He looked like a total freaking mess. It was just.
People give me like
a
give me like a double look half the time when I show it too. They're like, "What's this motherfucker?" You know, like. Anyways,
No, I remember because I can't remember what we were doing. I think it was something for travel, but I needed your driver's license to verify a badge or something like that. You sent it to me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? I was just like, I'm not even going to comment on this. This man was having a bad day when he went to the DMV
Well,
that day.
So when I was a kid, my barber was an old Navy vet. No matter what cut, he always gave you a high and tight. Hey,
I never, yeah, I've never had any, I've only had somebody that is not an actual barber or a certification on the wall cut my hair twice. And every time they did the worst. It was my mother and it was my girlfriend at the time. And both of them did a terrible job. Well, fiance at the time. And I immediately had to go get my hair cut. So that's when I only trusted people with a certification on the wall. If you don't have a certification on the wall, I don't do it. I can't. It's just not safe.
oh, picky.
Yeah. Well, when you come out with like a lopsided bowl cut by like this much as a child, and you're like, nah, mom, I'm gonna go to Supercuts. Let me alone. Go get that fixed. And then the other time I looked like I looked like a mentally challenged Tony the Tiger when I was trying to frost my tips, and she was pulling the hair out for like the hair, there used to be these caps you would wear, and then you would pull out the hair for it, right? But she spent like so much time doing it, it turned into lines around my head. So I looked honestly like what's his name? The Green Goblin. Like I had like rows. I had like waves, but it was blonde and then brown hair everywhere. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, I had longer hair when I was like, I think 18, 19. And everybody was doing like the frosted tips,
Yep.
And I didn't want to do like just like tips. So what I did is I would take it and I just did like streaks of it. Right. So like it was kind of cool actually. I kind of missed it, but you only saw it if I had my hair back.
Oh, okay.
So if my hair was down, it was all black.
Yeah.
It was only when like I'd put it up that it would just be like fucking white. Anyway, it was cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Like your hair's black. Like it had to kind of look like if you're pulling it, if you're just doing it from the front back, then it's gonna fall down like that.
Yeah. And it wasn't hanging down. It was, I don't know. It was kind of like a rogue thing for men, I guess.
No, I mean it's definitely a mutant thing. It definitely had that vibe. I was going to say it's kind of an X-Men.
Yeah, we call that salt and pepper. Well, you're a teenager though, Teenager doing salt and pepper. There you go.
Hey, did I come in on hair care night? Yes, Ryan. It's about time you got here too. I mean, look at all that hair in that picture there too, right? Is that a wig? Yeah, they call it salt and pepper. Yeah, very true. Very true. The Kieran.
Oh gosh, Derek, never change, sir.
Nice. Mine's going white. Yeah, I'm thankfully I'm mostly blonde, so the white kind of blends, but it's getting bad enough that it's only able to blend so much anymore. I think if I were to you can see the
not the sidetrack as much as I love talking about hair. When's our first sale again?
This Friday. 6 p.m. Eastern time.
So guys, this Friday, we got to post the form to our story again. But guys, if you haven't filled out that form, please do that because we're going to ask you to do that regardless.
It's in the description of this episode.
Unless, I guess, there's certain exceptions. I
know.
You're somebody that we know,
Eric Neiman is Mighty
right,
Legion, but still filling out the form though helps us create a buyer pool that we know who's who. So that way, if Theo's working and Theo doesn't recognize the guy that Phil just happens to know or thinks it's somebody else, and then all of a sudden that person buys something, but we have no way of contacting them, then you guys don't get the books, right?
Right.
So, this is the way of making sure that we're doing the right thing when it comes to
Legion
scenario.
This is the Phantasm collection.
Yeah.
So this consists of Golden Age to modern with toys, cards, comics, magazines, slabs, and almost anything under the collectible fuckery son that you can imagine.
Yeah, pretty much. There's no higher level of fuckery when it comes to the
of things that guy there. And this guy will be on YouTube dishing it out to all of you.
Yeah, that's
That's the
the
plan.
goal. That's the goal. Making some
Just
consistent
for
posts
just
here
for a
and there.
little bit. We will be doing more of these on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, they'll definitely be on Instagram too. But we're really
stay tuned.
trying to do something a little bit different, a little bit more special here. Um, and being honest with everybody too, for those that knew, we were with Elite, we are not now. We are out on our own. We've decided to go back to, doing what we do. And in doing so, we're kind of focusing right now on YouTube and kind of getting ourselves a little bit more multi-platform ability. And when we're ready next year, we'll come back with the ability to be able to do things on multiple platforms at the same time, right? Because the coolest thing is we can be selling on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, and that's a bigger deal to our clients. I mean, who doesn't want to have, as if you're a seller and you're trying to move books, why do you want to work with somebody that can only do one thing? You gotta be able to really have more tools in the tool belt, just like Theo does with when he left Whatnot with eBay Live and working on that, right? He's just got a new tool in the tool belt. It's not necessarily neglecting one. We're still going to be doing our own individual sales on Instagram over these next few months, 100%. But we'll start taking, we're going to start working with people over here on YouTube in the meantime to be able to offer them that same service, the ability to be anywhere they want to be. Anywhere they want to be. Yeah, we put in a lot of hours on that.
We try, sir. We try. I enjoy it though.
Legion, there's a lot of people on TikTok. So if there's people that want to buy comics, I want to make sure there's a person there to sell it to.
We will be doing sales on TikTok eventually.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's kind of a no-brainer in that regard. So
yeah, Derek,
I'm
most excited for the YouTube because this is a format that's designed to save a 16-hour live show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that way everybody, instead of just hearing about it, can go watch it and see the madness for themselves.
Yeah.
Because I know, not to sound a certain way, but I know there are a lot of sales that occur on YouTube. This will be completely different than anything you've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be something special. We're excited for it. We're excited.
You guys, I think you guys you're forgetting. No matter what, Phil will always be on site there. I will be there occasionally on site from time to time, but once a week we'll be hosting, and Phil will be there.
Yeah, 100%.
So the sense of urgency, the requests, all that. You guys let us know what you need, and we got you.
Yeah, and you know what the coolest thing is too is Darren has been working very hard on this lately. It's still in process, don't get me wrong, but Theo, you were there with me, and this is something we're gonna get into on the Fantast channel and probably an episode when Darren joins us here in the future. But when we were there, it was pandemonium of boxes. Every box could have anything in it whatsoever, and there was no rhyme or reason for what was in the boxes or where the boxes were located, right? At all. Now, back then when we first started, there's now like there is now like a container for slabs. There is a container with Marvel Comics, alphabetized, Dell, Archie, 4-color. It's like boxes are organized, because beforehand when we would get special requests, the hardest part about it was working with ourselves.
Let me find it. I'll let you know. Yeah.
But other people, it was always like, I know we have it, I just don't know where. And that would be the issue, right? There'd be many times like, oh, I've got Daredevil everywhere. And you start looking everywhere and like, sure, there's a couple Daredevil here, a couple of Daredevil there. But somebody wants a run of 100 to 303 or whatever the heck it is, right? And we could not find that. But now it's identified. Now we're getting those things done. It's probably about a good 30% of the way there, but they've made that kind of pull in just the last month. they've been working overtime on organizing and alphabetizing. So it's going to make these sales a little bit more fun too, especially with the requests, guys. Requests can be looked up, fulfilled, and returned. And that's going to, I think, be the biggest difference in the sales that you guys will see there. 100%.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Requests are kind of where it's at. There are people that have truly been paying attention to the stories and kind of thinking outside the box. And I think I've been doing a private backdoor deal with somebody about every other day for the past 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So requests are everything.
So Legion, it isn't my place to drop the news, but the news is dropping in the next week. Okay. So I don't get to say, but it's happening. It's done. It's wrapped. And there will be announcements very specific to the comic book community coming in the next week. So, you know, that being the case, news is on the way, my friend. News is on the way. But that's for the man to deliver and the team. So that's I'm privy to hearing the good news is coming. So yeah, it'll be a fun time. Batman Year 2 Part 1, just saying. Part 1, Year 2 Part 1.
That's a book he's looking for.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about the new Batman movie coming out with Robert Pattinson. I'm like, are we talking about the Penguin thing, or are we talking what are we talking about?
Wait, they're still doing that, huh?
Oh yeah, I just saw a preview for they're done with the show.
I
just saw a preview for it on HBO.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
It's not out yet, but I don't know. I don't really care. I'll be totally honest. I'm not a fan of the Rogues Gallery of the Spider-Man movies, and I'm not a super fan of seeing Batman's rogues all get their own show either. It's just not a thing for me, but I get it. Well,
it's like, I mean, I get it. It's cool, but like, really, who cares unless Batman's there? Same thing with Spider-Man.
Right?
No, everyone's wondering why Madame Web, Venom, Craven's probably going to bomb, why these movies do so bad. Where is the main character, you know?
Mobius.
But,
yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
No. I'm absolutely fine with them existing, but I'm not really into going to see it. Honestly, at the same time, too, it's why I've really never really cared about the Joker. I know everybody gets mad at me for not seeing it. I know you enjoyed it too, Theo, but I'm just
I can't say I enjoyed it. I don't even know what the word is, because it's a sick, demented movie. I mean, I don't know how to describe it.
It's a movie.
It's a movie, right? It's a movie. It's like Saw, you know. You can't say that like you love Saw, but
some people do.
Maybe you love Saw. I mean, I don't know. You know, right? It's one of those things.
There's my dude. Yeah, I
never saw it either, bro. Come on. I'm actually excited to see the Lady Gaga, the next one.
I've heard.
I don't know why. I think it's going to be good.
I've heard the people that liked the first Joker movie do not like the second one, but the people that like Lady Gaga and musical kinds of things like the second one. Right? They're torn right now with the people that have been getting the previews. The people that liked the first Joker movie for the raw, crazy, whatever it was, were disappointed. They were disappointed because it wasn't that. But at the same time, too, this version definitely appealed more to a newer crowd and maybe a little bit more mainstream crowd. Maybe it would appeal to a Phil as opposed to where it did before, where I wasn't really down with the whole. I mean, it was like during COVID too. Like I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't like COVID was depressing enough for me, man. I was working in a hospital. Shit sucked, you know. So that being the case, I wasn't dying for things to be like, yeah. So you know, we'll see. Joker 2 will make a bunch of money. Hopefully.
Probably a crap ton.
It's not going to make as much as Deadpool, but it'll make some. But Deadpool was a phenomenon. I I don't see any way humanly possible that movie will break Deadpool's record. I still will stand firm with that. Deadpool,
I
that was
mean,
my
it
prediction earlier in
shouldn't,
the year.
to
It
be
can't.
honest. It
People were taking
shouldn't.
whole families, despite the fact it was rated R, to go see Deadpool 3. Because Wolverine was in it, right? Just because Hugh was back. I saw that movie 3 times. How many times did you see it?
I saw it twice.
See, even if you did really like this, could you imagine yourself going to see the movie The Joker twice in the theater back then? I mean, like, did you want to go through
I
that
don't want
twice?
to.
Right? But with
I would
Deadpool,
have
you
seen
just
The
be
Dark
like,
Knight. I would have
you're
seen
gonna
The
go
Dark
back.
Knight twice. I should have seen that.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I heard possible Harvey Dent in it. That's cool. Joker one put the bar too high up. I could see that. Yeah, it'll definitely make enough money to be worth the studio's effort. I believe so. I hope so. But yeah,
I mean, sequels
Ryan.
never do as good as the first one. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. Very often they don't, but sometimes, well, like Deadpool 3, I mean, sometimes you can do
No, but I
better
mean,
than
like, I'm
the
just saying, like
previous
Deadpool 2, right? I'm not talking about the number 2. The number
one.
2, usually of every franchise, is pretty bad. I mean, there's a
Unless
few rare
Empire Strikes Back.
circumstances. Yeah, I was saying, unless it's Empire Strikes Back, unless it's Lord of the Rings.
Rocky 2, Lord
I
of
mean,
the Rings.
I liked Matrix 2. I like Matrix 2 better than 1 and 3. I mean,
but anything was better than the third one, especially the fourth one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And now I'm like, well, shit, number 2 is actually really freaking good, dude. I mean, dude, you got
the sequels. People are just like,
leather spandex, motorcycles, and Uzis. I mean, like, give me that. I don't know what this crap is right here. Okay.
Yeah. I would agree with.
I mean, Batman Returns was great. It just wasn't as good as the first one, though. That's the thing, bro. Come on. Even you have to admit that. The
Star
first
Trek
one.
2.
Star
Trek 2 and Shrek 2.
You got me.
That's true. Yeah. Those are 2 good sequels. But
Shrek 2 better than Shrek 1?
Shrek 2.
I don't know.
Shrek 2
better
is a
than
masterpiece. 1? Yeah, dude. We got Puss in
number
Boots.
1 is.
We got a lot of new characters in Shrek 2.
I guess.
Wrath of Khan and Shrek 2 are 2 pretty high up there on my list. It's definitely better than the first one. But yeah, no, Shrek. They're making a new Shrek movie, by the way.
Look at Ryan dropping the bomb right there.
There you go. And that was honestly
number 1's still good though. That's the thing though. It's like
that's the Aliens over Aliens. There's another one. That's a good one.
Don't you dare say Predator 2.
I wasn't.
I'm just making sure you weren't going.
It was good, but it wasn't better. Critters 2, amazing. God damn it. This guy every time. Yep. Ryan knows me. Ryan, I got you, boo. Yep. I see that one. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was really good. Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man 2.
Actually, you know what? That might be better than 1.
Yeah. That was a pretty good one. That's a tough one, dude.
No way Age of Ultron's even close to that.
No, right? That's fair. Yeah, okay. That's not even fair.
Just making sure.
Because I mean, ultimately, too,
it does hold up to today's though. I mean,
oh yeah,
I'd take 10 more Age of Ultron type movies over whatever the hell we've gotten minus Wolverine, Deadpool.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. But I mean, but even too, people forget that Phase 1 had its bombs as well too. Like there was not. You know,
Iron Man. Yeah, but their definition of like a bomb is like under $1 billion, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Mad Max Road Warrior, yeah.
Oh God.
Pirates 2, not the Disney version? I don't know that one.
Pirates 2.
I don't know what that is. I must be lost. Like Ice Pirates? I don't know if you remember that movie, but that wasn't a good movie. Major League 2. Major League 2. That was not better than Major League. Get out of here.
No, there's very few Ryan, number 2s can even hold a candle to number 1, dude.
You know what? Next week, we're going to do an episode of sequels that were better than the originals. Okay?
Let's
leave
do
a
it.
comment for
Let's
movies
do
to
it.
be considered. We will do a top 10. Theo and I will have a debate. Put the movies in that should be considered. Okay. Theo and I will debate and we will drop our top 10. You know what? We'll do our own top 10. We'll compare and contrast. We'll go number 10s up. Does that sound good? See
I'm
where
down.
we actually agree. Like the number one sequel film of all sequels. Like to us. It doesn't have to be, it's not according to Metacritic.
Like John
or
Wick
Rotten
1. I mean, I
Tomatoes.
love 2, 3, and 4, but no.
But is John Wick 2 better than John Wick 1? No.
Battle wise, yes.
But
Story wise, like plot story, like holy shit, this guy's
Theo, would you rather watch John Wick 2 than John Wick 1 right now? If you only got to keep one of those movies to watch, if you could only watch one of those movies, which one would you watch?
It would be number 1.
There. So that's the answer. Like for me, if I had to choose between Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back, I would actually choose Empire Strikes Back. I think it was a cooler movie. I enjoyed it that much more. When I watch the Aliens movies, the only Alien movie I watch over and over and over again is Aliens. Like there's some for me that I am like the sequel is better than the predecessor. Like Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is on TV. I stop doing shit. And I sit down and I can watch
it's my kids have been playing like nonstop and I'm all for it, but it's been Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
For me, that's like a instant replay, let it play in the background. I'm good with that. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you know what I am getting this weekend, dude? I have heard nothing but huge reviews on the new Warhammer game on PlayStation and Steam. Like Steam had 90,000 people playing it 3 days early. The whole game, when you purchase it, everything that's an add-on is free.
It's just getting on Fortnite
the next year.
You need to get on Fortnite, dude.
Well, the game isn't free, don't get me wrong, but like everything that's coming out after it, you don't have to pay for extras on it. Ghostbusters 2 was not better than the original, but it was good.
It wasn't better.
That's movie area. Good. I'm glad you know. Speed 2, LOL. You shut your mouth.
Speed 2, jeez. Speed 1 was actually a good movie. You guys should check it out.
Speed was good, but Speed 2 was not better.
And Fortnite, come on, bro. What other game can you dress up like Batman and do a Gundam style after you knock down somebody?
And teabag them too. I mean,
literally the other day, Ben, I was on with a couple of my friends. I knocked somebody down. I put him on my shoulder. I'm just like Batman, right? I run over the cliff and I threw him off into the ocean. And then me and all my friends, we just sat there and watched him struggle, and then he drowned, and then all his teammates came, and then we just baited him, you know.
Well, I know the Warhammer games got all the different trees, all the different versions of the commanders. It's got campaigns, solos, co-ops, and multiplayers. Co-op up to 3 other people at the same time.
Capcom Marvel Street Fighter game pack? What?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What? That's
sick. That's a pack. I saw that. That'll be sick. But no,
Fortnite feels like GTA, man.
There's a good movie.
That's why I like it.
Some good games coming too. So I'm looking forward to getting in some games. But on that note, my friend,
there a Minecraft movie? Not too sure.
Yeah, there is, and it was rough. The preview is pretty rough. Theo, you should go watch it if you haven't seen it.
I don't want
It's actually been all the talk of the internet. It has over how many million dislikes on YouTube? Like this is making
why did they think it would be a good idea to make a movie about that?
This has got more dislikes than like The Acolyte, right? Like for everybody giving people in Star Wars shit, for everybody giving the toxic Star Wars fans shit, you know, on all the different things. Like that movie has been blasted on YouTube for dislikes.
Acolyte was pretty bad.
I didn't finish it. I'm not, but
no, again, I did 3 episodes.
Like the toxic fan scenario of like where Marvel fans turned on whatever, you know, and started disliking something before it came out. Like it's happened with the Minecraft movie. And I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
I actually think
it's just that gamer mentality too.
I think Alkalite is the only show I've watched recently. Yeah, that I didn't finish. Like when somebody recommended Reacher, boom, watched it, finished it.
That was
Batman,
me. That was me.
Batman, Amazon Prime, watched it, finished it. Yeah, just I could not finish the Acolyte.
Yeah,
and everyone says you got to finish it because the best is at the end. But I'm like, well, that's a shitty way to open up a show.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Some people liked it, some people don't. Yeah. I don't like to. Theo and I have had this conversation. Like we normally, when we don't like something, we usually don't talk about it because we don't want to be. We don't want to be, but we don't want to be a channel that only talks about what you don't like, right?
Right.
We know that that's a trap, but at the same time, too, we do want to be honest when it comes out. So we'll say it. We'll say it once. We'll say we don't like it, and we'll let it go. But in this case, yeah, there's been a couple of really good shows, but no, Reacher is top tier. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And the Batman.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. When's the next? Isn't there a season?
Yeah, the third one's in process right now. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
cannot wait.
I saw it behind the scenes, dude. There's this one guy he's about to fight that actually makes him look small.
Which is scary, right? Because you saw. Did you see? Did you see the movie?
This is what it looks like when the Juggernaut goes against the Hulk. Like,
did
Jesus.
You see what the that Ungentlemanly Warfare movie with Henry Cavill and the guy that played Reacher in it together? And I mean, like the guy that played Reacher is just massively bigger than even Cavill, right? Like he makes Cavill look like just one of us, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's like Cavill, the Reacher guy, and then there's like the next guy. This next guy, dude.
Dear God,
he is a legitimate brick shit house.
Bane? Who is this?
I don't know, but yeah, when I saw them like standing next to each other and Reacher looking up, and I'm like, damn, that looks like it's gonna hurt. It's like, ooh, yeah, it's like a freaking. I thought I was intimidated by this lion. Look at this damn grizzly bear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I know. I have not seen Limitless. I have not seen it, Brandon. Let me know. I've not seen.
Bro, that's a great show.
Really? Limitless?
That I do like, yeah.
What is it? Is it the Nat Geo thing with Chris Hemsworth? Or is it? I don't know what Limitless is. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, dude.
That I've watched too. I think there's another Limitless show, isn't there, Tech?
But the Sonic verse is getting bigger too. John Wick is now in the Sonic verse. He's Shadow.
Stop it, really?
Yeah. Oh no, you didn't see the preview? Everybody even says in the preview, it even sounds like John Wick's. He even sounds like Shadow is John Wick. He's just like,
oh really?
The world has turned into like this. I'm gonna do what I must to do. It's just like it's just fucking Keanu to a T. It's hilarious. But yeah, dude, check out Sonic 3.
That's pretty cool. I gotta check that out now.
Yeah, dude, you have to check it out. Oh, Bradley Cooper. I saw the movie Limitless. I saw that, but no, the movie turned into a TV show. Bradley Cooper's in the TV show? Are you shitting me? Bradley Cooper's doing
that? I did not know. I thought you were talking about the Chris Hemsworth one.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about. Like Bradley Cooper brought that show to television? No way.
I mean, he did voice a raccoon, so
yeah, but TV? I'm thinking he's saying, oh shit! All right.
Which, by the way, I love him as Rocket Raccoon. I don't know if you've ever watched the behind the scenes of that man doing that.
Oh yeah,
he gets in
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
But no,
all right, sir. Always a pleasure.
Always,
guys.
Always a pleasure,
make sure you smash a like, sub up, do something crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. And go ahead and fill out that form for us too, guys. If you want to be able to pick up a book, or because it's going to be working for us everywhere. It's going to be, Theo sends out his emails to his people and lets them know when things are going on. That's going to be kind of our way of keeping track of things and making sure we're in touch with you guys too. So that way, when a fan task does come up and you guys have a request for like 6 or 7 of you have Green Lanterns on there, we know that we should have those things in our show. We're going to put them in there. So that's the best thing too. When we have these kinds of sellers like Fantasts, or like, if we did something with Jeff again or whatever, we'd be able to say, hey, people are looking for these, and they can be like, I've got lots of those. Like, well,
actually, you know what? Maybe tomorrow, maybe we should add that to our link in bio too.
Yeah. 100%. It is in the description of this episode, and it will be on Instagram here shortly, my friend. Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop it here in the chat too for everybody watching.
Live sales, hosting, and on-site collection sell-offs coming to a YouTube near you.
Yes, sir.
Circumstance, how are you, sir? Welcome in.
Mighty Mike, thank you. I see yours. You just got in there, my friend. I appreciate you. But yeah, let me add that right now. Going to add the short link. Shorten the URL, copy. And there she goes, ladies and gents, right there. So go ahead and fill that bad boy out, and you'll be ready for the show. Verified buyer on all platforms for us. Sounds good?
Appreciate you, brother. Guys. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, homie. So it's good to actually have a Monday night. Started on time, ended late. We can't do everything perfectly, guys. We're working on it.
No, we can't.
What? No. All right. You guys all have a good night, and we will talk to you all Friday. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to have to go on before that too. So we'll be talking to you again very soon. So until
appreciate
then,
you guys.
Peace, love, and tell your mom we said hi.